Life is full of choices, even when it comes to how we live every single day. Imagine this. Would you rather live out of a single suitcase or have a room full of things, each carrying its own story? Minimalism or maximalism? Two very different lifestyles. But the real question is, which one actually makes us happier and more fulfilled? Let's dive in. If you choose minimalism, your life might look a little emptier on the surface, but it could also feel a whole lot more peaceful. Minimalism isn't really about just owning fewer things. It's more about the way you view life. You start asking yourself, why am I buying this? Do I really need it? Or am I just trying to look cool in front of others? And once you start letting go of unnecessary stuff, you're actually letting go of mental baggage too. Picture waking up in a tidy room where everything has a place. Your desk has just your laptop and a cup. Your wardrobe isn't overflowing, but every piece of clothing you own is something you love and wear regularly. You don't waste 30 minutes trying to pick an outfit. You don't feel stressed out looking at piles of stuff with no place to go. You realize you can live comfortably without having everything. And let's talk money. Minimalists are usually more intentional with their spending. Before buying something, they pause and ask, do I really need this? Will I use it often? Will this actually make my life easier? That mindset saves them from impulsive spending, from chasing trends, or from feeling the need to own luxury goods just to fit in. Instead, the money can go toward experiences, traveling, saving for the future, or even helping family. But minimalism isn't only about money or possessions. It's also about time and energy. You stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. Not every notification needs a reply. Not every invitation requires a yes. You begin to say, I don't need everything. I just need what truly matters. That shift gives you focus. You become more present with your family, your closest friends, and your passions. Of course, minimalism isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you'll feel a little FOMO, like, my friend just got the new iPhone, why don't I have it? Or maybe your home feels too empty, and you wonder if it makes you look less successful. But if you stay grounded and remember why you chose minimalism, you'll realize something huge. Peace of mind is far more valuable than a house full of things. Plenty of wealthy people live with piles of stuff, endless debts, and crushing expectations. But you might live simply, yet peacefully, and that's priceless. Minimalism is a process, not a finish line. You don't have to toss everything out overnight and live like a monk. You start small. Stop impulsive shopping. Simplify your space. Keep relationships that uplift you and let go of the ones that drain you. Little by little, you shape a life that's lighter, calmer, and fully under your control. Because in the end, minimalism isn't about owning less, it's about owning only what truly matters. On the flip side, if you lean toward maximalism, life feels colorful, lively, and full of energy. You love exploring new things. One hobby isn't enough, you've got 5. One style doesn't cut it, you change it up weekly. Sure, your room is packed, but every item tells a story. That action figure from childhood, souvenirs from your travels, or the 20 hoodies that each give off a different vibe. To a maximalist, stuff isn't clutter, it's identity. You're not just collecting objects, you're collecting memories, experiences, and pieces of yourself. A maximalist home often feels vibrant and alive. Posters on the walls, books filling the shelves, cables scattered on the floor. It's not chaos, it's character. Every item has meaning. And for you, the more texture in life, the better. A little noise, a little mess, that's where creativity and inspiration come from. You thrive in fullness, not emptiness. A sterile space feels lifeless to you. And here's something people often overlook about maximalists: ambition. Maximalists often dream big and chase multiple goals. Not because they're greedy, but because they believe life's too short to do just one thing. You might juggle 3 side hustles: content creation, a day job, running a community, attending workshops on weekends. It's exhausting, but it fuels you. You need stimulation, variety, and fresh challenges to feel alive. But there's a cost. Maximalism can be mentally draining. You want to do everything, chase every idea, and grab every opportunity until you forget what real rest feels like. Decision fatigue also creeps in. With so many options, clothes, projects, business ideas, you feel stuck. More isn't always better. And financially, maximalism can get expensive. Constant upgrades, collections, and experiences can add up quickly, sometimes leaving you with debt and little time to enjoy it all. Worse, your happiness might get tied to how much you own. Lose something like a broken phone, a failed business, or even a drifting friendship, and suddenly you feel like you've lost a part of yourself. That's why conscious maximalism matters. It's not about piling things up, but knowing why you're adding them. A conscious maximalist doesn't buy everything, but treasures what truly holds value. So, both minimalism and maximalism have their bright and dark sides. The real question isn't which lifestyle is better, but which one fits who you are. Happiness doesn't come from how much or how little you own, but from living a life aligned with yourself. If you feel at peace with simplicity, minimalism might be your path. If you thrive in a life full of color, projects, and things that inspire you, maximalism might be the way. The real danger is living a lifestyle that doesn't reflect who you truly are, choosing minimalism just because it's trending, or forcing maximalism just to look impressive. Either way, if it's not authentic, you'll feel empty. The key is awareness. Knowing what makes you feel enough. Knowing when to say, this is enough for me. Without that boundary, whether you're a minimalist or a maximalist, you'll always feel lacking. And don't forget, happiness and well-being aren't the same. Happiness is a feeling, but well-being is a state. You might feel happy buying something new, but if that leads to debt, you're not well. Or you might feel calm living simply, but if you're financially insecure, that's not well-being either. So maybe the real answer isn't choosing minimalism or maximalism, but finding a conscious balance. Knowing when to add and when to let go. Having many things, but all with purpose. Living simply, but not shutting yourself off from joy and experiences. That's the lifestyle that leads to both happiness and well-being. At the end of the day, the happiest people aren't the ones with the most or the least, they're the ones who know what truly matters to them and live accordingly. No validation needed, no external approval, just a genuine connection with themselves. So now I'll throw it back to you. Which side are you leaning toward, minimalism or maximalism? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to read it. If this video made you think, don't keep it to yourself, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep growing this community. If you'd like to support this channel even more, hit the join button and become a member. See you in the next video. Keep upgrading your brain.